If you are in the occupation of making big businesses, but your friend's yacht makes you seasick, well then, ladies and gentlemen, this is what you need. The new BMW 5 Series. I'm not going to talk a whole lot about the car, by the way, because you already know that this is BMW's most successful business automobile. But is it BMW's best looking car right now in our market? We think so, because, well, finally the kidney grille is perfectly sized and shaped. By the way, ignore the ugly, hideous, red-looking registration number plate. Instead, let's pay attention to the set of LED DRLs that are the best looking since Angel Eyes days, and now come equipped with laser technology with a range of about 600 or 650 meters. But for something like that, you're gonna have to pay more for the M Sport variant, because just like yourself, BMW is good at business too. Now over here to the side, it's 27 millimeters longer, but it still is quintessentially BMW, unmistakably Bavarian because of the long hood, balanced proportion, short overhang, and the archetypical Hofmeister kink that makes a BMW a BMW. The world recognizes a businessman on the road because of this. The interiors are a place that make you believe that you have made it in life. The driver-focused cockpit, it makes you feel special every time you scrape out time from your busy schedule to be behind the wheel, while the high-quality materials are better than your business partner's yacht. What's new here for 2021 is a large freestanding display and a digital dash. In short, there's more screen area in here than the 5 iPhones you gifted your family last Diwali. And of course, like Siri, the BMW can talk to you. BMW insists that this interior is built to spend long hours on the road, so the front seats now get lumbar support. No way you're getting seasick in here. Now here at the back, you will mostly be buying shares or making calls to London Metal Exchange, doing business as usual, because for those kind of things, these kind of cabins is what you really need, because the insulation here at the back is superb, by the way. And in fact, the headliner here is a sound deadening material. And for year 2021, the BMW 5 Series here, it also comes with 4-zone climate control, because as we all know in business, it pays to have a cool head on your shoulders. Now when you're not sitting in the back seat, then you're sitting here in the front seat of the BMW 5 Series, and that means that you are out on your weekend drive. When you're out on your weekend drive, the BMW 5 Series does not disappoint. I think that's the best part. You see, you're sitting so low, you're sitting sporty, and then there's a very chunky gearbox, a very chunky steering wheel. The new ones here, chunky, are supposed to help you rest your hands on long drives much better. It certainly is a steering wheel that helps you place the car very precisely on the road. By now, if it's all black and white in your head and you're thinking of putting your hard-earned business money onto this car, well, remember, the car comes with this kind of a key, which looks very, 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 very pretty. And it's got a screen that lights up, of course, and then you can toggle through multiple menus. When standing outside the car, you can literally call the car to yourself, feeling like a James Bond, or you can also park the car. Quickly then, because of the drive experience, or as said in German language, the Fahrdynamik, you're sucked from the act of speaking in board meetings to the act of driving. When it comes to being fast, this car is more leisure than being business, because, well, 250 horses, 350 Newton meters of torque, that's not going to be sounding a whole lot on paper or to you right now when I tell it to you. But remember, folks, BMW is full of surprises. At least it always manages to surprise me on two fronts. One is its gearbox, ZF, and these ZF transmissions have been absolute peach. They've always been so great that you never really missed a dual clutch transmission in BMWs. Just the way a ZF BMW automatic transmission does not ever disappoint, no matter which BMW you're driving, Similarly, no matter which BMW you're driving, you're never going to be driving a very slow, porky BMW. If you're going into a corner, well, then this car really starts to come together. Poise and the flair that the car is going to showcase and exuberate is going to put a smile on your face. So the whole front engine rear wheel drive setup that you have on this car is going to ensure that you have good fun. The suspension too is just so good. I actually quite like the suspension on this car more than its competition. The power is not inadequate at all. Certainly you won't be flying yourself into the weekends, but it's good enough to be overtaking just about any vehicle right now that is going to further up ahead, make a beeline at the toll booth for we all are headed to a hill station. The steering wheel is slightly dead, if I may say that, but it's all felt through the fact that the car is talking to you. It's felt through the suspension, through the chassis. And now speaking of the Mercedes, well, that is going to give you a whole lot of leg room, by the way. With the given amount of traffic, if I were to be sitting in a Mercedes, I would have pulled over someplace and to deliver the verdict, to summarize the car, talk to you about its final few points. This is not a Mercedes, it's a BMW. One where you almost never want to stop, never feel like you want to pull over. Just keep going and on, because it just makes more business sense.